gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she... Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much. Close curtain and scene. I am not a human being. I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou. I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah. Hit boy. We got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding. I'm still hungry. Hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
It's week 5 of the 2023 season, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of...
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Here's 2nd and 8. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the Rams are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Matt Gay for the Rams field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
To about the 48-yard line. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 101 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, it's Watson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll set up to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
Complete to number 7. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Watson. This complete to David Bell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Watson on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Rams take over.
The the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He'll get this one to Cuff, complete. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
It's second and inches at the 26-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up third down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson. Got it to Bell on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Chubb running right to about the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. From the right hash, this from 33. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Shifts by him. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Complete to Nick Chubb. A 7-yard pickup.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. And it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, and it also brings up fourth down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he's hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he works free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
They still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 38, Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. And move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Watson. This caught out left by Bell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 29, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first down instead of airing it out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll give it to Chubb. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. This to make it a 3-score game late. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The football going back to the Rams now. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Cooper Kupp, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Intended for Dylan Robinson, incomplete.
Down to Inigos Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.